This is the Volvo EX30, the extended range, the rear wheel drive version. I've been driving it for a few days now, put up a few hundred kilometers on it, and I really like it. So it's been a struggle to pick out our top 5 features. I'm hugely impressed with the build quality in the EX30. It really pitches far, far above the price tag that they charge for this. And I was a little bit worried when I saw the price tag and I thought, how's that going to marry up with the Volvo badge and that premium sense that you expect and that feel that you expect from Volvo. And they've done it. Now in places, a couple of the door panels you can see, they've kept costs down. Like there's no speakers, there's no electric windows, anything like that in the doors. But they've put thought behind it where they have cut costs, and it makes sense to do it, and they've done it in the right places. And it really just does feel good here. The seats are nice and comfortable. You've got all these recycled fabrics, but they feel good, as does the steering wheel. It's a nice shape and a nice size as well, like the flat top. The indicator stalks just feel premium. You put them down like that, it's just good weight to them. I've been in premium German brands now, and cars that are 30, 40, 50 grand more than this, and these feel better than that. All the controls you want on the steering wheel. And just what you interact with, it's just really good. The quality is so much better than the price tag dictates. I absolutely love the suspension in this thing. It's weighted so well. Coming up to a ramp here at 35, it takes it so well. We're coming up to another ramp here in a moment. We're going to pick up the speed to 45 kilometers an hour. It's a big ramp. And it's so smooth over it. The dampers just do a great job. It takes that hit, but it's smooth in releasing it as well. As you come back down, finds its poise again straight away. It's really, really good. So in these situations, and there's a few little tiny potholes and bumps and those undulations in the road from tree roots coming out from the side here, and it's just taking them so well. Yet when we come into a corner just like this one here, turn it keeps very, very steady and smooth. There's very little body roll in it. It feels quite stable. Now when you're in cornering, here's another one just here, and we're about to take a left here. Let's take it at a decent pace. There's very little body roll. Now you can feel the weight in the car, all right, give or take 2 tons in that, but it feels stable. It gives you that bit of confidence when you're driving around and you're putting in corners, and yet when you're pottering around those ramps and housing estates, little bumps and potholes in the road, it's so smooth over those. And now I have driven better, but those cars are a multiple of this. You're talking about, the high-end Citroens with their suspension, or 150,000 euros Mercedes or something like that. But if you're taking reasonably priced cars, this is really, really good. So 200 kilowatts, 272 PS of power in this version that we have. So 343 Newton meters of torque. So this thing packs a punch. And this isn't even the fast version. There's a fast version that has, it's like well over 400 horsepower. I'll throw those figures up on screen. But we're about to join a motorway here. So once we pick our gap, we'll head out. Let's see what that feels like. So we're carrying 80 as we get to the motorway. Okay, indicate, floor it. Whoa, 90, 100, 110, 120, and ease off. Wow. This picks up speed like, it's incredible. We're in a 45,000 euro car, thereabouts, depending on how you spec it. And we've got that level of power. And this is the slow version. I'm really impressed with the pricing on the Volvo EX30. The single motor rear wheel drive version starts off at 45,000 euros, but you get to take off 3.5 grand for the SELI grant and 2,900 in VRT relief, so it actually comes in at 38,500 euros. Then step up to the extended range version of that, which is 50 grand. Take away your grants, and that's down to 44,500 euros. Then, if you want to go for the absolute maniac, that is the twin motor version, 3.6 seconds 0 to 100, that comes in after taxes and grants at 48,883 euros. Considering the tech that you get inside this, the level 2 autonomous, decent range, decent charging, really comfortable, great suspension, I think that pricing structure is really, really good. One thing I absolutely love about this car is the adaptive cruise control and level 2 autonomous driving. In a car at this price point, to get it is it's brilliant. Now, a couple of others do it. The likes of the MG range, they've got fantastic pilot technology in their car, and this one is it's really good as well. So what do we mean by that? Right, well, I'm on the motorway here. I can see that there's a couple of slower moving kind of trucks or something like that up ahead anyway. So I've pulled it back here just to be tracking those, but at a distance of a couple of 100 meters, because I want to show you this. So to activate the cruise control, we pull down on the gear stick, as we used to call it here, so the gear selector. So I pull that down, a long pull, and it goes straight into cruise control. So the cruise control is on now, but it's not just that, it's adaptive as well. So when I'm coming up behind the car in front, so I'm going to press a button on the steering wheel here, it goes up in 5, so up to 100, up to 105. I can feel the car accelerate now. Any moment we're going to come up behind this car. Let's go to 110 actually. And it will slow you down and track the car in front. And you can even choose 3 different distances. If we go into the menu here, press the car symbol to bring that up, go into settings, and then you can choose to track the car as very close, medium and far away. And yeah, it slowed us down now here, so we are back to 93 kilometers an hour and we're tracking that car in front, which is just absolutely brilliant. And here's an even better part. I'm not even steering. Now you have to legally have your hands on the steering wheel, but just it's following the contours of the road. And so it just makes it such a pleasant drive on a longer distance where you're not worrying about anything. Just put on the adaptive cruise control and just chew up the miles. And still, this thing will still get you from Dublin to anywhere in the country on a single charge, so you can do plenty of that. Yeah, this is great. So that's our quick look around the EX30 and us picking out our top 5 features. And to be honest, this could have been the top 15, the top 20 features. I am so impressed with this thing overall. I think it looks great. It drives great, level 2 autonomous driving. That price point, the range you get for that, the finish inside, hugely impressive. If you do want to know more detail about this, we'll have another video up on the channel where we go into a lot more depth as a review, looking at boot space and just more detail in the cabin. So do check that out. Now, this is a passion project for us. We don't get paid for it. We do it in our spare time. So we do appreciate those comments, those likes and those subs. So do reach out to us, say hello, give us a sub if you can. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.